The police left you.
I will fucking knock you out.
Get the mask
Stop touching
off
me.
and stop. Get your jingles off. Get your jingles off. You have a problem.
Okay, no worries.
You have a problem.
Because the
Now
cops
I
don't do
can
anything.
fucking kick your ass, you motherfucker.
Look at you. Look at your outfit.
You're a loser.
While out and about doing a little community watch, I observe a group of people disrupting traffic and being loud and disorderly. While filming, I see several traffic violations. The driver, who we will come to learn is Tom, hits a curb while his friends cheer him on and two cars have to avoid him. Well, I don't feel too good about it. I wait for him to park the car, head over to make sure everything's okay. But the guy's a little confused and bewildered. I go over to check in with the friends, but they're uninterested to help. Standoffish and confrontational. Fine, I call the police. While I'm on the phone, Tom gets aggressive in my personal space. Rather than risk a physical altercation, I retreat. I back up. In that time, I accidentally disconnect. I have to call the police again.
Fort Chester Police, Lieutenant Krasminski.
Hi, I need a police officer to Summerfield Park. There's an alcoholic man driving.
Okay, what do you got?
Hi.
What do
I
you
had
got?
to hang up. The guy was getting in my face.
Where are you?
Summerfield Park.
Okay, what kind of car is it?
It's a Land Rover.
Land Rover. Okay, this
Yeah.
Any what color?
It's a gray Range Rover.
Gray
License
Range.
plate 185 WZZ.
Okay, Summerfield Park area. All right, I'll take a look. Thank you.
Okay.
While I'm on the phone, Tom gives his car keys to his friend to park the car because he didn't do such a great job and goes for a little walk to cool off. At this point, back and forth between me and the group, waiting for the police. Tom arrives, and of course, complete denial of what just happened.
Oh, look, the guy's coming back to get in my face.
You're a psycho.
This is the guy that got in my face.
This way.
Forgotten your face.
Yeah, you did.
This way, guys.
More back and forth, and of course, Tom shows his true colors because of alcohol.
Hey, guys, come here.
Keep it going.
Tracy, get out of here.
I love how she pushes his arm down though.
Guess what? I'm
me a favor.
recording you.
Okay, go
Tell
ahead.
my wife what to do because I promise you.
Get
I
out.
will
Stop
fucking-
stepping towards me.
Tracy,
Dude, get away from
this
me.
Shit away. If you don't talk to my wife that way, I will fucking knock you out.
Of course you will.
Okay.
Because you're a big boy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Look, the dude is just trying to instigate trouble. Just fucking.
No, you are trouble and I'm recording trouble.
And they're calling me a troublemaker. Meanwhile, they're out here disrupting traffic, being loud and disorderly, and unapologetically. But okay, yeah, I'm the issue. I separate myself and I go across the street to wait for an officer, but unfortunately we have Coit on the scene. I've had the displeasure of dealing with this man before, and he'd rather enforce his own feelings from his thin blue ego than do his job properly.
Okay. I didn't witness him.
I know, but I recorded it.
What does him not witnessing the incident have anything to do with the situation? And I've gotten this before from police in this town. Like, if a crime doesn't happen right in front of you, it doesn't count. And the fact is, I do this community watch thing, trying to create some accountability and transparency, a better relationship between them and us, and they don't want that. They don't want us to see what's really going on. Because as we will see, Coit needs help doing his job. Can't even be bothered to get out of the vehicle. He doesn't even speak to the man I was referring to. Doesn't even speak to the guy, the driver, that I was recording.
Officer, before you leave, I want to speak to you.
No, he doesn't.
Officer.
Talk to you. Crazy.
Instead of getting out and assisting and helping the public with general concern, he decides to again enforce his feelings, and his thin blue ego is hurt, and he decides to run away. He doesn't diffuse, he doesn't de-escalate. If anything, he enables their behavior.
Because the
Now
cops
I
don't
can
do anything.
fucking kick your ass, you motherfucker.
And why wouldn't he think that? The officer clearly had no intentions to do absolutely anything, and if anything, was talking about me in a derogatory, negative way, because later they're saying that to each other.
I don't drive drunk. I said, yeah,
The
we're not.
police left you.
Dude, get out of my
Go away. Go.
face. Dude, you touched me.
Go.
Dude,
I
stop.
will touch you. Go. 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 You fucking.
Since the situation wasn't diffused or resolved, these people were not educated that I can be recording. They decide to push the boundaries. They decide to push the limit. Tracey gets in my personal space and makes contact. Then she hits me, which turns off my phone, unfortunately. She hits me with open fists, closed fists, pushes me, and forces me to retreat. I run down the block rather than risk a physical altercation. That's when I call the police again for the second time.
Police, Lieutenant Krasinski.
A woman just put her hands on me at Summerfield Park. I called an officer to de-escalate, and if anything, he escalated the situation.
All right, so where are you in Summerfield Park, sir?
Right where I was before. You could tell Coy to come back to the same spot. Actually, send someone different because he has no interest in helping.
What's your name?
That's not important. Right now, I need someone here immediately.
That way I can have the officer find you if I send somebody else.
I'm right here. I'm waiting. It's very easy, Krasinski.
Yeah, that's great. What is your name so I can have the officer
concerned
meet
citizen. A concerned citizen.
Thank you. Thanks for being so helpful.
Yeah, Krasinski, thanks for helping.
Like, knowing my name is going to make a huge difference. And he didn't ask my name earlier, so what does it even matter? It's just about control with these people. Again, thin blue ego is just present in all of them. They can't control it, can't contain it. It's contagious.
Tracey was chasing him down the street, though.
Let me ask you a question.
You could ask me from right there.
No, come closer to me. Be a man.
You can ask me right there.
Fucking back up.
Stop.
All right.
You shouldn't have touched me. Stop.
Stop.
Tracey,
I'm
Tracey,
telling you,
Tracey,
stop.
Stop.
Stop. I'm telling you
I don't care what
to
you're telling me.
stop. Get the mask
Stop touching
off
me.
and stop.
Stop. Stop touching me.
Stop intruding.
You have no right to touch
Stop.
me.
They're all having a good time, having a blast, making a joke of it, but, I don't appreciate people putting their hands on me like that. Total strangers getting in my personal space and being threatening. All because what? Tell me, why? Because I called the cops on you because you're being loud and disorderly and drunk in the street? Like, I'm sorry. Your privilege is showing. Eventually, one will stop, but for about 5 minutes, there's 4 cops that are just rolling by, even blatantly running a red light to avoid contact. And why? Because I'm recording? It makes no sense to me.
Hey! 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 Yo!
Police, Lieutenant Krasinski.
I had 3 officers roll by Summerfield and not stop once, even when I was in his way waving him down. I don't understand what's going on.
How can I help you? What do you need?
I need an officer at Summerfield Park, Krasinski.
Okay, what's the nature?
The nature is I was assaulted by a woman named Tracey.
Okay. I'll send an officer to you.
Will you send it this time or no? I have to give you some arbitrary information because your ego is getting in the way of doing your job. Which is it, Krasinski?
Right. Okay, I have to go. I have to answer emergency calls.
It's obvious that Lieutenant Christopher Krasinski has no interest in helping whatsoever. It's no wonder. And it's no wonder people like this feel so entitled and privileged to do what they do how they do. Interesting. They're about to make their grand escape, and finally an officer shows up.
What's going on?
What's your name and badge number first and foremost?
It's right there on my
I
chest.
can't see, it's dark, and it's reflective, so I can't see.
Okay, well,
the
it's right there. You can read. If you can't read it, then you can't read it. You're filming it, so there you go. What's the problem?
Very simply, this woman put her hands on me.
Oh, yeah? When? Did you film it?
Yeah.
Did I see the video?
Yeah.
But you can tell from the way he pulled up and the way he's speaking and talking that he, again, like everyone else, has no interest in helping. I'm not here to make them look bad. I can't make them look bad. You know, the camera doesn't lie. This is how they act. This is what they do.
We took their information. We're going to document it.
But what about the guy? Because the guy was also...
Yes, we took both their information. We're going to document it in our report.
And out of nowhere, this drunk guy comes and tells me that I can't record and I shouldn't be recording them, starts getting loud and belligerent. And again, instead of the officer coming out to do his job, thin blue ego gets crushed and hurt, decides to sit in his car and sulk.
What? Who go home?
You're not about to record me. He's recording me. He's recording me. Why is he recording me?
Sir, get out of your car and inform him. Teach him. This is a teachable moment. Maybe you can be a good guy for a moment and tell him that people are allowed to record.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So why you not facing me? Record me. I mean, you know this is private? Gas station is private? Oh, you don't know your laws. You're recording without knowing your laws.
This goes on for another 5 minutes. Police officer can't be bothered to get out of his vehicle and really do anything. I have very little faith in the police department and the police officers that work in it. So,
3 days later,
I go to the police station to get the report, and it turns out, surprise, neither officer made a report that night. Not for the first call about the drunk driver, no report. Coit never made a report. Or the second call, that was about the assault and battery. Barbara never made the report.
So,
Yes, we took both their information. We're going to document it in our report.
So,
Yes, we took both their information. We're going to document it in our report.
I had to stay there for another 20 minutes to give my information and my tell of accounts. At the very end, I asked, the officer, what are the chances that you're going to get this person? I have their name, and when we have their license plate number. And he made it very clear, very obvious, that little to nothing is going to be done about this. That it was very much like, well, if we see them, we'll see them. They were here once before, then they'll come back again. Like, okay. There's reasons to have no faith in this police department, and this is just one of many examples I have. This is why you have to, if you see something, record something. Transparency and accountability must be maintained through the people and not by the people that are supposed to be regulating themselves. Because obviously, very clearly, time and time again, in examples all over the world, throughout time and history, they can't manage themselves. And it can't be done alone. So please, help me. The easiest way, liking, subscribing, sharing, getting eyeballs on this video, getting awareness. Because right now, it's just me yapping into a mic by myself, sounding crazy. But really, seriously, you can see that there's a disconnect between the community and the police. You would think that the police would want the community coming forward, stepping forward, and helping with such things. I don't get it. Help me to understand. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Otherwise, again, comment, like, subscribe, broken record, you know the dealie. Until next time, peace, love, and many blessings. And if you see something, record something.